Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of First Hour, where I try all the games that have been given to me by companies. The first one, I've been quite excited about this because they personally reached out to me. We will be trying the game Amerzone, The Explorer's Legacy by Microids, and it's a puzzle action game, and it's a whole story from what I understand from it. Amazon Explorer Legacy released on the 24th on multiple platforms including PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Huge shout out again to Microids for letting me try out this game. Right, let's get into it. Okay, so it seems here we have two options, Traveler and Adventure. You wish to enjoy the ambience of the story and moderate difficult levels of puzzles, you find more documents, you can... Let's do Traveler for now. Nothing wearing a Benio so called. Alright. I'm liking the cinematics so far. This looks pretty cool. Oh, that's a little lag. I guess that's probably my laptop. I'm not playing my main safe station right now, so it might be a little bit of lag.
You're the journalist, aren't you? I gave him your letter the other day. The professor's probably read it. He received another letter this morning. I put it in his mailbox. It was a letter from the museum. Letters from the museum. They always mean trouble. Hey, maybe you could take it to him. He has trouble moving around, you know. He's an old man. You know what I mean. You want my advice? He should see a doctor. Well, that's what I think anyway. Oh, and have a care. It looks like something fell from your bag over there. Well, then have a nice day.
Vad fan var man väg? Collect my documents. Let's look around. Man, this just looks sick, actually. If I understand, this was actually an old game, it's like a remake. Do please correct me in the comments. Instructions from Mondial magazine, no. Professor Alexander Van Boyce. He waits in the lighthouse in Brittany. Despite his unsavory reputation, he is only expert on the little-known Amazon, and you absolutely have to fill those last pages in the feature that Camille left so empty. Van Boyce seems to have enjoyed your communications. Get back with you from face to face, and get back to Paris as soon as possible. The accounts of the department refuses to cover any hotel fees with this report. Emma Fitzgerald, editor-in-chief. Of course, the surname is Fitzgerald. Nice. Oh, didn't press it back. Moving around. Click on the thing, the direction shown. Let's get the movement. Okay. Go to the lighthouse. Oh. So I don't walk forward? All these birds. Interesting. It's like, ooh. can see all the birdies. Nice big tree. That's the lighthouse. I'm gonna go here. Let's go the telescope. Interesting. So there isn't actually, like, movement. One closer view, move your cursor to the edge. Ah. Okay. Alrighty. So you're used to moving around. Don't know if this is gonna be throughout the game or just the beginning. Or is there multiple parts? Alright, let's continue the story at least.
My friend, this old fool is overjoyed that your editor has finally decided to send you to interview me in person. As pleasant as it has been, our recent correspondence will not allow me to discuss certain subjects as freely as I would like.
No, okay,
The
Goose.
subject of your special issue, the Amerzone. You
Okay.
must be aware that it hits very close to home for me. That mysterious land is both the source of my greatest joys and my deepest disgrace.
Oh.
As my old friends at the museum probably told you. But no matter what they say, I know what really happened over there in the 30s, when my companions and I ventured into the unknown wilds.
No. I am liking what I'm seeing so far. It's like I'm losing cutscenes.
My friends and I, we caused harm. Harm that I am determined to heal today. But I need your help. Not only to finally bring my version of what happened to light, but perhaps to do even more. Time is running out. So, safe travels, my friend. I am quite pleased to welcome you to my humble abode. Signed, Professor Alexandre Valenbois.
Valenbois. Okay. Oh, hectic. Took me right back. Okay, my bad. You control some of your surroundings. Okay. Ah. Can I grab this? I'm sending out from angles of discover. Okay. That's it from the museum. Letter of Natural History drawn in Disputate. I don't speak French, my bad. Paris. Telephone. That'd be really funny if that's a real telephone number. Anyway. Mr. Alexander Van Boy, Roche's Noise. Lighthouse. Okay, that's the address. Mr. Van Boys, we have thoroughly examined your plans for a new expedition to the Amazon and regret to inform you that we are unable to give a positive response to your country request. First, present economic situation does not permit us to finance such a risky expedition. Second, my colleagues and I are of the opinion that unfortunately you still have not renounced that empirical fallacy which was once the root of the lengthy dispute between yourself and the museum. This venerable institution, which I now have the honor of representing, still remembers the bitter disappointment and mockery within the scientific community that resulted in your first expedition in 1932, which we had been weak enough to sanction in the first place. Just as my honorable predecessors did back then, I will warn you against engaging in such undertaking where your adventurous fantasy prevails over strict scientific rigor. Eduardo Malloy, curator. Well, you do like update? Different thing. Okay, let's see. Miss Ferry wants me to leave for Brittany this Friday to conduct a full-length interview. She's already told him. I need to bring some of the pages left empty. My fortune colleague. It doesn't mean Johnny, I'm finally here at the bottom of Fisheries Nose Lighthouse. I'm in the tip near Langren, Princeton, and Brittany. The interview from my article will take you here, the home of the Professor Alexander Van Poy, recluse, zoologist, and expert on the Amazon. Everything's ready here. Took okay in preparing, interviews. Even if I brought my good old blank press card, my totem, to remind me why I took this assignment. Should only take a few hours. I'll be back prepared by tonight. Okay, and then show up. That's the ticket. And interesting. Very interesting mechanics. And this all goes back. Okay, so it talks about his first gig, and then it talks about him first contacting the professor. Oh, wanting to contact. Okay, that's his interesting interaction with the museum. Interlectus. Alright, so this shows all the stuff. Let's see. Let's look around, shall we? Interesting. So I'm presuming there will be a puzzle here. Yeah, that's a puzzle. Alright, let's go. Whoa. I would say the environments look pretty cool, man. Investigations. As you progress along your journey, investigate material evidence on how they unlock additional items. Reports, you don't need to invest. Compelling them. Okay. 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 Can't open that just yet. Yeah, I can't open that just yet. No? How many stairs are we going up? Oh, this is the lighthouse.
You are the journalist, aren't you? Come.
Oh, he's just an old man.
Amerzone. Amerzone. Too late for me. Too late. It's all over for me.
Wait, what? What?
No longer in good health, my friend. It's a pity. But what can I do? My expedition was ready. And all planned down to the smallest detail. And now I no strength left. You must go for me.
Hey?
You must go. Take the egg back. Take the egg of the white birds back to Amerzone. I beg you, please. You will find everything you need right here in the lighthouse.
Wait, is he dying?
You must go to the basement. Please. You must help.
For her? The lady in the coffee? Oh, he's dead. Okay. That was a little interesting. Hold position. Okay. Let's do that. Oh. Alrighty. Not the guy that we ran me about, but starting to feel got trust him. Enough that's the sketch. Sketch. Also come on the banks of Amazon River. Interesting. Amazon Falls. Is it still there? And somewhere there is a temple flight, then the volcanic crater, and then perhaps redemption? Redemption of what? Okay. Strange creatures. Best avoided. Oh, they don't look... Oh. They don't look very safe. President Antonio Alvarez, what just come of you, old friend? Guess another explorer then? Remember, I would never imagine having him out all this time. I still remember the day you were washed up on our island after that contraption, you know. Hit that sperm whale. I'm sure that all that's become of our traveling companion is Antonio Alvarez. Perhaps it's been better if he'd gone down with your machine, Lagoon. Anyway, I'll take care of you, Duke Vicky. This backup diskette you sent with your letter. A highway is yours. We've stayed back then. You're right to be cautious. The Amazon Coast Guard seems to be paranoid. Like a farm like you is going to try to sneak across the boat times into. Fair winds to your voyage. I guess I'll see you soon. Rush off for the sperm whales this time. Letter from the Amazon President's office. Office of the President of the Republic, Presidential Palace, Amazon. I'll report September 7th, 1998. Yes, sir. I convey the host greetings of President Alvarez, who is in ill health and unable to reply to your message. So yeah, let's firstly. Australia is fond of the memories and adventures you shared in the 30s upon his return to the country. However, I'm sure you'll understand our country's laws must be applied equally to all, and the bonds of friendship once had with our supreme guide do not entitle you to special privileges. I therefore regret you to inform that you cannot process application for a visa to enter Amazon. We do not wish to welcome any more scientific expeditions, which could lend precedence in whatever form to existence of white bugs. This Indian mythology, as with all other kinds, is keeping our indigenous fellow citizens in a state of mind that's incompatible with our country's triumphant march towards progress and modernity. Thank you for your understanding. Colonel Garcelio, attached to Secret. Okay, so he also got denied. So Amazon is a country, from what I'm understanding here. Interesting. Journey starts in France, crosses the Atlantic Ocean to an island, then goes up and somewhere to a volcano. The cyclone seems Van Boys wanted to stop off there. Sketch pictures look like animals. Okay. Reverend Father Sulfrin could account for the sketch. The Amazon Delta, where the waters of the eponymous river fall into the Atlantic Ocean, a natural border, easy accessible, particular author strip over on the shipwreck island. Okay, so that's a place to go. Okay, we've been over this. Let's see if I missed anything. No, boys, I was surprised after all this time when I got to your letter, you stubborn old meal, all the memories of our trip along the Amazon River came flooding back. All that manners with the obsession with the white birds. But the country you knew was no more. Amazon, since your pal Alvarez took over, speaking of the old legends is forbidden. I've lost a lot of friends, and not only to the fermented drinks. Many were crushed on the boots of the military regime before they could even utter the words white birds. I did warn you, you should never stolen that egg. The Oval House. You cost yourself that day, fun boys. And you the whole of Amazon. And you doomed me too. To watch the results of your folly every day. Friends are dying one by one, and soon I too will follow them. Rum will get the better of me. I'm dying, Alejandro. But I must forgive you, just as I believe you have forgiven me for abandoning you that day, deep in the jungle. I'll keep this backup skit that you sent me. Hide away, you two rats, and you know who. I also pressed some fuel in your infernal machine as requested. Just be warned, I probably will no longer be here to welcome you when you arrive, please. Okay, so we will look at this just now. Trying to see if I missed anything else. Okay, we've done this. Okay, done that. Let's look around, just look at anything else. My retirement gift. I would sort of like a little kick to his coffee. Let's see. Oh. Okay, no. So it's the 3-man voice and his companions? Yeah, looks like it. Nice to books of reality and projection. Label 216. Okay. That's one thing.
My dear friend, I am an old man in the twilight of his years. I know now that I will never have the strength to set off again to the Amazone. My only remaining hope resides in convincing you to go in my stead. Make amends for the wrong I have done to that country over 50 years ago.
What did he do?
It was in 1929, at the university where I was finishing my studies in natural sciences, that I first heard of the Amazone. I befriended a young law student from that country. His name was Antonio Alvarez, and he was later to become the despotic leader that we now know today.
No. He's tired now?
He suggested going with me as my guide and interpreter until we got to the last steps of civilization in his country. A second companion was to join me. The Reverend Father David Makowski, who was burning with desire to perform mission work among the inhabitants of those regions forgotten by the Creator. We set off, therefore, one morning in June 1932 on board the Hydrofloat, a revolutionary invention of mine. Unfortunately, this first prototype had several imperfections. The mechanics of the craft failed us on the way, near Shipwreck Island. A large number of sperm whales had settled there. I feared that we might have hit one of them. It was only by a miracle that we set foot on the shores of the Amazone. But already, my friend, I realize that I'm only at the beginning of this tragic story. If you want to find out about what follows, it will be waiting for you in the basement.
We stole an egg.
Destination, should you decide to replace me for this new journey.
Oh, that's the key. Trouble journal? Yeah, find Professor's trouble journal. Okay. Let's go through. Wow, so it's like a whole thing. That is so sick. Hold on. That is the key to the basement. We're also learning French words along the way. The soul. Soul. Basement. Okay. Let's see if I can interact with anything else. Oh. Puzzle. Okay, this is a puzzle. Oh wait, has that got to do with the has that got to do with the thingy, the map? Is it like those three? That's... Um... Oh god, it doesn't really cover France, does it? Okay, so there is a puzzle here. I just need to figure that out. I'm presuming it's got to do with the map. Oh. These are locations. Damn. Restrictions of the hydrofloat and machines of Emma Boys appears to be unlockable. Okay. Antonio needs recording about dictation? No? Antonio Alvarez. The reign of a dictator. President, guide, motivated dictator. There are many titles befitting under the ruler Amerzone, Antonio Alvarez. He rose to power in the 1930s after leading an enlightening coup d'etat against the previous Algori. Since then, the Supreme Guide has been ruling the small country, still largely unknown to the international scene with an iron fist. Antonio Alvarez grew up in a poor family, the descendants of the first European colonists in Amazon. They were visage of the land-downing oligarchy which stood unchallenged at that time. It was a form of modern serfdom characterized by farming techniques from another era with no options for property ownership or social mobility, even on their own merits. This made the young Alvarez incredibly resentful, as did the territorial conflicts between his own agriculture, Polart, and the native Orvo Forhos tribe. Though they were too persecuted by the reigning oligarchy, these competing hardships kindled with Alvarez at an early age, a certainty that the powers of the people lay in homogeneity rather than diversity. Alvarez achieved outstanding results at school, despite attending only sporadically alongside long hours spent working the land, and his destiny quickly changed when these educational achievements drew attention to an escalated tutor with its close ties to oligarchs. In 1929, obtained a bursary to send the young Alvarez to study law at the prestigious university La Sorbonne in France. The new student, who was by now very religious, discovered a whole new way of life and a modern outlook, which he says was key to forging his own ideology, that of a dictator who does not know yet what he is, for whom only economic liberalism and the strength of the nation state, a little moral patronage by the church, may prevail in this world. Antonio Alvarez returned to Amerzone in 1933 under difficult circumstances. We all know that he started to make a name for himself in the area around the popular trading ports. That is, Alvarez stirred up a revolt. He managed to turn members of the military and the law enforcement against their own government, which swiftly toppled in 1934 with the church's tacit support. So the Antonio Alvarez rose apart. It was the end of the oligarchy and the birth of one last totalitarian regime still in existence. Since then, it's typical for this type of regime, secrecy reigns over what is actually happening in Amerzone. It's difficult to separate the truth from itself. Indulgent propaganda spread for those in charge. All we have to go on alarming stories from few exiles who dare to speak out, and who all seem to bring to light an epidemic of corruption, widespread poverty, and a violent, repressive state which specifically targets indigenous populations. Censorship abuses can be dated as far back as the aftermath of the Second World War, when Alvarez bodily suppressed the armed resistance of the native tribes in Amazon. There are rumors that certain Western intelligence services are complicit in the recognition of Alvarez's Allied support during the global conflict. Since then, despite the clear cult of personality the dictator has established, there are whispers of declining health. He is said to be extremely paranoid and particularly fearful of threats from overseas. The country borders may have been inherently sealed for several years now, since there has been no official news from Amerzone. Damn. I don't want his companions. Oh, a door? This is pretty cool. Oh, guys, look at this. All this is good. I'm not too sure what engine this is on, but this is. Look at this. It's actually so sick. I love this. I love the scenery. I was expecting it to... I was expecting it to kill my GPU, but here we are. We're gonna have a little more exploring until we go into the basement. Ooh. Tesco. That's the mailman. The spiteful. Oh, rip. I think this bike had a problem. Oh. Okay. And there's a puzzle here too. 2 out of 6. Don't know I have anything. Oh, okay, we still need to look through a lot of these things. Okay, let's go through this. If I manage to deliver my report to Amerzone to Monaco magazine, I'll finally get this press validated card. Oh dear. Okay, going to the basement soon. Put inventory. So this just goes through all like the corner and stuff. David and Tony took me some of the Amazon. Oh, well, another lighthouse as well. Interesting. Okay. This is also another puzzle. We will get back to that. Try to people with the arms raised. They seem to be carrying something. It's difficult to make out exactly a suitable projectile. Okay. Four out of 6. That looks like an egg. However, there's some very tricky calculations. Trick number 2. So here's one of some occasion dollar. Huh. Sketch lookout from the tower. Today, in the past, the station was in view. It was almost at 6 degrees. Is that what I need to see at 6 degrees? No, it's as well, you know, he burnt it. Interesting. Okay, wait. We will solve all these puzzles now. It's a satellite dish. I just saw that. Hold on. Yes, yes.
Amazon is a powerful country, and the people of Amazon are its symbol. I am the father of the Amazonian people.
He's a European descendant, though.
This nation of our campus. Long live Amazon! Long live progress! Progress will liberate us, separate us from the romantic nonsense of the savages.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
First open the door to the better world so that we, the people of Amazon, may enter and take our rightful place.
Okay, hold on. Alright. Let's go back down. Let's also go back down again. Like an interview. Material what? Looks like the same as one of them. Yes. 5 out of 6. Apology. Yeah, we'll have a super projector. Okay. Sick font here. Okay, let's say phone. Anything else I can grab from here? Oh, this is going back downstairs. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can get all of the... Let's see, how much do I have of the... 2, 3, oh, so we need 1, 3, and 6. I don't know if I can find it here. See, I can't find it here. Unless I'm not looking properly. Okay. Wait, so one's already there. I need to find 3 and 6. Let's see. No? There you go. Can't even do it in order. This is passport. Born in 2004. Passport very recently. Yeah. Passport equals birthday? Hey, passport to what? Password? Oh, wait. Oh wait, this is touch here. Be going along to reach your workshop next time. Then you should take the comments of this individuals and notorious within our team to heart. Things are charlatans and your scientists and children love you. After years of fascinating that are to the sessions Amazon tools. I believe I changed my writing to you. To help the radios feel so optimized. Memorized by lost workshop and also send you something attached to the letter along with the usual sign up for notifications. I hope you send back to April. Okay, well that was burned down. That's awkward. Oh, wait. Did I come up here? No, I did not. That is a crocodile. Crocodile. Especially if you have some sort of venom gland. Actinate. Frontal bilious, that's crazy. The huckle to the female on the left and the male on the right. Ready? Absolutely else, nothing. That's the bug. They're missing something here. Nice. Forgive me, my darling. Wait, did he like that? Was that his wife? Alrighty, let's go. We stole something we should not been stealing. Alrighty. Guess for the big moment of truth. That's a busted. Okay. So that didn't work. Let's see. Is there anything else? Alright, let's go down. Something is rattling downstairs. This is... I don't know. That gave me such a fright. What is this? Oh? Don't know why my... Pretty sure I'm supposed to interact with this. Oh, I need fuses. This is what I need fuses. Okay, let's look for fuses, shall we? Um... Oh my god. There's no indication of that, by the way, but you know what? Now look at all these other stuff. Mentions a startup program in plane mode for the hydrofloat. For the poncho, for the island. Level 3, the voice didn't have time to use it. 4, nothing saved on it, looks like there was enough time. No, hold on. Thank them for going to burn onto it. Yep. Yes, writing.
My dear friend, it's nice to see you again through these few pages. The previous ones ended with my arrival in Amerzone with my comrades, Alvarez and Makowski, in 1932. For some weeks, all three of us traveled to Puebla, a fort village upstream of the river Amazon Delta. It was there, in the mouth of an old drunken and erudite Indian, that I first heard of the great white birds. The white birds are dependent on the imposing volcano that rises above the Amazonian jungle. They are majestic skyships of sorts, They glide interminably, taking advantage of the thermals created by the heat from the craters. Every 3 years, one of the females of the colony abandons a single egg that will, all by itself, contain the entire next generation of white birds.
Interesting.
But the embryos contained in the egg are subject, it seems, to a brutal alteration in their chromosomes due to the toxic gases that escape the volcano. Left to its own devices, the egg would hatch nasty little black birds with a precarious existence.
Oh.
It is at this point that the intervention of the Ovo Volahus, an indigenous tribe descending from a very ancient and famous civilization of white bird worshippers, takes place. Ignoring the warnings of my companions, I set off towards the unknown, with the old Indian as my guide. After a month of traveling, I reached the Amazone Falls. Then, out of the blue, my guide had left me. I was starving and had no more strength, totally weakened by a vicious tropical disease. I owe my life to the hospitality of the native tribe living near the bottom of the falls. A young Indian girl patiently lavished on me the care that was necessary.
Oh, that was the lady in the... Oh.
To tell the truth, we never left each other after that. Her name was Yekomani. I loved her, and she loved me.
Oh, well.
And the months that followed
Oh, another
were the
obsession.
most beautiful of my long life. But here we are, already approaching the sinister conclusion of this tale, my friend. There is still time for you to turn back. But if you decide not to, the end of my story is waiting where yours will begin.
Interesting. Okay. Return. I'm missing something here. There we go. There we go. Come on. Oh. Operating system. Let me just get password. How's birthday? 0807. No. Why am I looking at that? Sorry. 20th June. No, is this an American date or European date? Let's go 2806. Alright, 2806. 04. 2806. 04, right? Oh, whoa. Forgot. Dude. Okay. Well, that was easy. Well, now to really find out what's in the basement. What the heck? What's this? Extremely strong with some kind of hook on top. What is it for? What is it for? Oh god. Don't tell me for the bird. It's for the bird, isn't it? Well, here goes nothing. What the heck? That's the hydrofloat? What? You know what? I think this is where we're gonna end. I'm probably going to continue playing this once the game is fully released. And we can go on this journey together. So far, I'm liking the game. The story is quite intriguing. Even though I'm horrible at puzzles. And I don't know how to interact with objects. Sorry, Microids. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. I appreciate everyone coming by. I mean, this looks so sick. Holy, this is gonna... Is this a way to Amerzone? That'll be pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. Huge shout out to Microids for letting me try out this game. And this was the first episode of First Hour. I appreciate everyone coming by. Until then, have a good one. KV Tower.